Marv.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Nice. What's up?
It's happening. It's finally happening. We haven't been talking in a minute.
Truth.
How are you? How's the day?
I'm good. I'm so glad you woke like when I woke up, you gave me the best reminder ever. You were like 2 hours. We're recording. I was like, bet.
We're on military time. I'm like 2 hours. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Oh,
So thanks for that.
oh, for sure.
Yes.
How's your week
Yes.
been? How's your day been? How's life
It's
in
been pretty
general? What were you
good.
doing?
Life's good. Life's chill. I'm just living to the fullest, per usual. What about
Per
you?
usual. Same thing.
Per
Same thing.
usual.
We're doing a
Yeah.
lot. We're doing a lot.
Let's
We're
go.
doing some radio stuff. There's some YouTube shit. We have a stream now. Ooh.
What?
This is basically every conversation between two people in the Discord. It's like, I'm doing something. Me too.
Everyone's popping off. Hey,
Everyone's
there's no room
popping
for
off.
everyone.
I think
Heck yeah.
I think Neff he said last week there was 12 releases from the Discord.
Oh my gosh, true.
So we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot.
For sure.
And you have a release out, which I love.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Let's just talk about that for a second because
Bet.
first of all, first release, amazing first release, and a full collaboration from the Discord.
Yo, I'm blushing. Stop it.
I'm shy. I'm shy.
I'm shy.
I'm shy. No,
Yeah.
but I'm super happy to see that because I think a lot of people can like every musician in this Discord probably, and now you're a part of them. When you have that first release and you're like, something's happening.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know how to feel about this.
Exactly. I definitely know. Oh my God, I was so nervous for it to drop. Like the homies can tell you, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, what about if people don't like it, man? And I was just like, did I choose the right single? What's gonna happen? Because it was a drill beat. And like the music that I make, like the stuff that I'm making now, it sounds nothing like that. And it was so like left field. I was like, what about if people hear the drill beat and they're like, oh, she only does drill? So I was freaking out. I was like, man, they're gonna put me in a category. I don't even know who they are, but they're gonna put me in a category.
In my mind, someone's they and they listen to my music and it's weird.
Yeah.
For sure. I think everyone has that reaction, especially if like when you put it out and you're like refreshing the email to be like, your song is now on Spotify and stuff like that. And you're like going through it, like, oh my God, it's happening.
For
Like,
sure.
For a lot of people, I think that was just like, okay, I made a song and I put it out. For you said single. So you're already planning stuff out in your head. Because first of all, I don't think we can have a full conversation ever together without talking about how crazy your past 2 months have been. Or even if you want to say it's crazy, or if you're just like, this is the regular stuff.
No, this is completely different. I'm like so new to this. SVS, if it wasn't for this, I would not be doing music, hands down. If it wasn't for this Discord, I would not be doing music, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
I would have never found a way to do it, period. Like, there's no other question than that. I would never probably build up the courage to do it. Heck no.
For sure. A lot of people have that same exact reaction because so many people I know, like Felix, for example, who I did the interview with, Zoo, and like also Capo, is like they joined the Discord and they were like, oh, it's time to power up. It's literally like the output is insane. The amount of like support and the amount of confidence you have in yourself when you join, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild. It's a community that I don't know. I'm still shook every day.
And for you already have that like closer support system with Days Over. How's that been so far?
Oh my God, I love them so much, to the moon and back. I couldn't have like met the craziest group of people from all over the world. It's like the best support system ever. Just like being able to be like, hey, what do you think about this? Or like everyone tossing their ideas around. It stays like, I don't know. It's just such great synergy, man. I don't even know. It's just amazing.
For that to be like your first experience with like collaboration, I'm like really glad because someone like you who's like already showing so much potential, I'm super glad that you're already in this like support system where it's like that can be like treated right. You have the right people to ask right now, which I'm really happy about.
Thank you. They're the best.
They're really the best. I'm so happy that you meet them and like that you can hit up like Ouya and DVR and like Zoo mainly for jokes. I don't even know if Zoo has like
Oh,
musical
dude,
import.
trolling me. Dude be trolling me, but Zoo got some crazy work. He's crazy. Everyone's crazy, man.
Yes, for sure. But
Yeah.
music, you said you probably wouldn't have started if it wasn't for the Discord. Before that, was music ever a thought? Because what I think most people know you for,
Mm.
or most people knew you for before these past 2 months, was graphic design,
Oh,
the
yeah.
profile pictures.
I originally came in just for art and trying to see like how people do album art, and I was like, oh man, that's pretty sick.
Mhm.
And then I saw there was an art contest, like competition. I was like, ooh, this is so cool. I get to see like different artists and see what like everyone's style and approach is.
Mhm.
And then I don't know, it sparked curiosity. I know I found Kenny because of the cave. And then I thought making music was pretty dope. I was like, oh, that must be really lit.
Mhm.
And then I knew I did animation. And I was like, ooh, what about if I made my own beats to animation? And I tried to make a
Oh.
beat,
Mhm.
discarded it instantly.
No.
And I was like, yeah, because I didn't even know the program. I didn't know how to work the program.
What
And I was just like,
program?
oh,
What
man.
program? Real quick.
It was what's the one Kenny uses?
Ableton.
FL? Ableton. Yeah, I downloaded Ableton. Did not work. And I just like, I don't know how to use this. And it was, yeah, I don't know. It was wild. And then finally I was like, you know what? Let me try it out. So I tried out actually Adobe Audition. That was wild.
Adobe Audition.
You know that beat you hustle? You know that beat you hustle?
You can't be saying
Adobe.
these things. This is going to be a public conversation. Your reputation is tarnished.
I know. I just tarnished my rep, but like that's funny. That's how I made the only beat you guys even know.
But yeah, for that beat, because I was like genuinely surprised, because when you hear someone's like first attempt at something, you really hear like what's been their like sonical inspirations before that. Like what's been their like what's inspired their sound selection or their like choice of like vibe and rhythm and stuff like that. For you,
Sure.
what's that been growing up?
Oh, growing up, I don't know. I have so many like influences, mainly because my parents, they would always play like crazy old vibing from like that to like to like just like I think the group's called oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna get trolled if I say it wrong. I think it's like Hiroshima. It's some group like that.
Mhm.
I don't know. Can't think of it now.
For
But
sure.
they would play all kinds of like jazz to I don't know, love Erica Badu, love Lauryn Hill. I grew up
Mhm.
around stuff like that. So I definitely think I grabbed from influences like that,
Mhm.
hands down.
Mhm.
Love Jill Scott. I grew around a lot of soulful music, and every time I would hear it when I was a kid, I would try to like replicate how they would sing stuff and basically try to follow their pace. And I'm like, if I can copy them, then it's cool. So
Then
it
you're
was only
doing
just
something right.
copy.
Then you're doing something right.
Yeah, yeah. So it started off singing. Everything started off like copying,
Mhm.
but never liked singing in front of people. Was so nervous. I think the only time I sung in front of people was like church when I was like 4 years old, and that was it.
So church was already a part of your life. Did that grow like a stronger bond to like specific music or like soulful music, gospel, stuff like that?
Ooh, I would be lying if I said that wasn't an influence. The runs to like just the harmonies, just hearing those all together, how everyone just comes together in one big group. Yeah, that hands down, that was definitely an influence. Yeah.
And pivoting from that to now, like what's in your rotation right now? Are you still like going back to like the soulful samples or the soulful sounds, Lauryn Hill, Jill Scott? Or are you on to something else right now?
Oh, all the time. Erica Badu stays in my rotation. Lauryn Hill stays in my rotation. I'm loving SZA, Georgia Smith, her so freaking lit. There's so many great Summer Walker too. Oh my
Oof.
god.
Oof.
There's so many great new artists that kind of embody that nowadays. So
Mhm.
love them. Yeah, they stay in the rotation.
They be staying in the rotation, and
They
do
be staying in
they
it.
continuously like? Do you get inspired by their selection? Because I think for a lot of the artists you mentioned, SZA, her, they have almost the same like upbringing when it comes to like what they listen to.
Yep.
Do you feel like you can see how they do a certain songwriting, stuff like that, and you go like, wait, there's a similarity here?
I feel like I think everything like from any artist starts from somewhere, whether you see it from whether you like I don't know. I think there's always some form of influence in anything an artist does. So when I listen to their music, just like when I listen to anyone's music, I see an influence from somewhere. So I think with them, I can definitely see like where they could pull from, if that makes sense.
Mhm. Mhm.
I think I'm going around the bush, but like, yeah, no, I definitely see, yeah.
And again, I'm saying this in a positive way because like I think it's either Dave Pensado or someone else. He was talking about if you want to know why a person sounds like they do, or you want to learn from that person, don't look at what they're doing. Look at their influences. Look at who they got influenced by, and that's how you get that sound. You don't try to sound like Kendrick by listening to Good Kid, Mad City. You get that from listening to everything he listened to.
Listen to Erykah Badu.
Baduism on repeat. Production right now, is that something you want to go deeper into?
Like producing and like making the beat, probably no, but it's fun when I did it. And literally Grooves helped. Shout out Grooves for that, because when I did that beat, he, without his bass and he helped with hi-hats, like I would probably do nothing. I don't know. I think it's definitely something fun to branch out in, but I'm not sure if that's like for me. I just got into singing. I can't be doing too much, you know?
No, for sure. And that's totally fine. Like for a lot of people, they stay in their lane and they go like, yeah, I sing and I curate my producers, and that's the input they have, which is still equally as useful as being like making your own stuff.
Heck yeah. There's so many great producers around me. If anything, like I want to be hopping on their beats, giving them as much shine as possible, because they're doing crazy stuff. Versus me starting beats and then being a flop, just not doing good.
I mean, you're doing the same shit they're doing, but you're just, I don't know, 6 months behind or something. Who knows?
Who knows?
Everyone has that same start. Right now, your sound. Does Marv have a sound? That's sort of the question right now.
Ooh, do I have it? Like, I don't know. I feel like every song that I do, when I'm overthinking it, I'm like, do soulful. Like, go in that direction. So even when I'm doing like popish types of beats, I'm like, how can I still add that soulful spin to it in my head?
And is that going back to like the music your parents played to you and being like, what can I draw from this?
For sure. Like music was always going around in my house. Like it was always playing in our house. We had like speakers in each room just to play the same song circling throughout the house. Heck yeah.
It's great. Were you singing at home at that point?
I always did. You know how I got the giggle?
Oh god.
This actually plays on that story. So I would sing around the house, and then say if my mom or my dad or my brother and sister, they'll pass my room, and then I'll just giggle. I'll laugh it off because I'm so shy. I was like so embarrassed. Like, so that's where the giggle comes from me, and it's just me like cringing at myself. Like
you heard it here, folks. Every Marv song starts with a cringe.
It's a cringe. Yes, my giggles me cringing because I'm like,
I mean, like for that, because confidence is always something. Whenever someone asks me or ask someone in the Discord and be like, hey, I'm trying to do vocals or I'm trying to do rap, and you hear it and you go like, you have something here, but you're just not confident. For you, when did that confidence start building?
Whoa, I'm not gonna lie. I think the first song in the SBS. So, wait. Actually, I had recorded myself singing, I think it was Jill Scott or something of that sort. I don't remember what song. And I sung it. I posted in our like homegirls group chat, which I met through this Discord. And then I was like, what do you guys think? Like, how do I sound in it? They're like, yo, it sounds dope. And then before you know it, we were in the big group, and Season Tater Tot was like, so Marv, leak those Vokes. And then so they were like, yeah, send the Vokes. So then I posted it, and everyone was like, yo, this is lit. And I was like, bet. And then people kept saying SVS, submit. And I was like, oh man. And I overthought it. And I think I sung like Tori Kelly, and it was a song like that. It was an acapella from my phone. I was just like, okay. So then I showed Woo and like Preems and Neek and all the homies there. And I was just like, yo, what do you guys think? Should I submit? And Preems was like, you better submit. I was like, I don't know. And then I think like the core homies in this circle urged me to like put something out. So then when I was in the SVS and I like showed my voice there, the first day me and Groups made a song and collabed together on something crazy. And then I saw how he meshed it in the beat, and that kind of gave me confidence to see where it could go. Because before I'm like, okay, well I have a phone, I have a voice. What's from there, you know? So all of that combined pushed me to gain confidence.
But to you, collaboration came from like other artists, other musicians going like, this is solid, believe in yourself right now. Yeah.
I told everyone, was like, you got something, work with that. And I'm just like, bet. So yeah, it definitely came from musicians.
Does that come up even now after these past 2 months? Do you still have that moment of going like, I need to check with people about a vocal or a idea and stuff like that?
Yeah, I feel that like I know in Days Over, when I'm feeling like weird about things, I'll show them, or I'll probably just go to like the other friend group like Woo, Preems, Neek, Jaw, Lena, and all of them, then show them something. And if they're screwing with it and kind of vibing with it, I'm like, okay. But the thing is, this Discord's so nice. Like like I feel like if I coughed on the beat, the Discord would be like, yo, that's lit. Like
Billboard.
Billboard. So that's the bad part. But like I definitely think we're at a point where they'll be serious and like upfront with me and be like, okay, it sounds dope, but you could definitely do it better. So yeah.
That's when you know you've gotten to some place when people go like, this is good, but I know you can do better.
For sure.
So. Because that says a lot about what people are looking at you now as versus before. Because before they were looking at, okay, this person is new and trying something out, but now they're looking at like, okay, you already have like a catalog. I'm going to compare you to that catalog now. You have something to go against.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. That's true.
But from that, do you feel like basically in this Discord, going from like graphics to now music, do you feel like this Discord has improved the way you look at like collaboration or just like being more open about your art?
I think it definitely makes me more open about my art because it gave me another avenue. I think if I was just art, I love art. I love like all sides of art, but I definitely think this Discord brought in another direction that I never knew I could take art. Do you know what I mean? Like
for sure.
I listen to music, I run music up back to back to back to back. I think if I'm not singing, it's like in my ear. And just figuring out that that's something that I can like also contribute to is mind blowing to me. Like daily, like I woke up today and I was like, I can't believe I actually dropped something the other day. That's so mind boggling. I don't know. It's a blessing, yo.
That's great. That's so great. So great.
Yeah.
And dropping, because now you're probably in a pretty good place to be like, now you can call up producers and call up vocalists and be like, hey, I really want to beat. Who do you call up right now? Is it Days Over? Or do you like reach out to other places?
Oh my gosh.
Because Beethoven made that one.
Yeah, he made Want You. I feel like when I reach out for beats, it has to be probably Days Over for now. I think right now I'm just comfortable with the circle I'm in. I hate to be that person like keep the circle small.
No, that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine because that's the group that you grew musically with. It's the group you grew with.
Yeah. So like when I hear them drop a beat in our like little server and I'm just like, yo, they're like, who needs it? Who wants a beat? These are the beats that I made today. Or like they show the beats and I'm just like, whoa. Or like Woo will freaking show beats. Preems be mixing up some stuff. Neek be mixing up some stuff. Jaw be like everyone. I feel like I'm connected to crazy artists already, and I want to make sure that I collaborate with them and like make something with them, so that you know what I mean. Like I want to make something with the peeps first, and then try out other things maybe eventually. But right now, I'm kind of like a safety net.
for sure, and that's perfectly fine because having that group of people in the beginning where you can go like, here's the preferred people, or here, not even preferred, here's the people who I have that emotional, personal connection to, and that's why I want to work with them. That's worth so much versus here's unnamed person who just dropped a hot beat. That's worth so much more in the long run. But right now, you're set up. I think that's an interesting part of this conversation because you went iPhone mic to SM7B, which IMO, that's the craziest transition ever, which I love.
Yo,
How does it feel to go from like basically what you described to yourself as like, here's something I want to try out, to now you're like in a position of like you can record like studio grade stuff?
Yo, I think that's the craziest thing. Like again, like first of all, every time I even talk about this mic, shout out Kenny, bro, high five him because I don't know, it definitely you did a little high five in the high five him because like literally, I don't know, like it's so funny because when I first did a song, I couldn't even tell the difference between a mic. Like when I used my phone, I couldn't even tell. And then like I remember someone was like, you're on an iPhone, aren't you? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, yo, you need to get a better mic. And I said, bet. I was just like, bet. And then I didn't know. I remember the biggest stress was like, what mic to get? It just became like, what do I do? So then I like got like this Scarlett like solo pack or whatever that came with like a mic and stuff. And then I like had to re-record some songs. And from there, it was like, everyone was like, yeah, this sounds a little bit better. We liking it. We're liking it. And then now with this mic, everyone's like, whoa, this is amazing. This is like crazy, which I'm like, that makes me feel good because I don't know, I can be crisper and like, I don't know. It's just the vibe. I can be more soul.
Same microphone as Kanye, Michael Jackson, Mariah Carey. Yeah. You know how it is.
Wild. I'm blessed.
I've heard some stuff. I've heard some people talk, and you're working on a lot of different things right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an album coming out? Or are we having an EP situation? What's happening?
I think I put too many songs on the EP, so now it's an album. I have no clue. Like,
that's a flex. That is a flex. What's the definition of an EP? I don't know. I have too many songs.
No. Sarka told me like the other day because Sarka's like a big part of it, Sarka and Grooves. And I kept calling it an EP, and then Sarka was like, yeah, Marv, I think it's past EP now because I think you added like 2 extra songs, but it flows really well into each other. Mm-hmm. And that was the problem. And I was like, should I get rid of it? Or because I didn't want to oversaturate myself. So I think that's what I keep thinking in my head. But yes, projects are in the works.
As someone who's definitely going to listen to that project, make it long. Make it long, please.
You're loyal.
Well,
I need you to drop one day. Be my day one.
It's gonna Woo is dropping it. We gave it to Woo, so it's gonna be his first release.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, my heart just started beating fast.
Yeah,
let's
go. Moving on right now, because again, Kenny always talks about the intern A&R who's like sweaty over the Discord chat going like, hey Marv, how's your day going? And stuff like that. But really, are people hitting you up right now? That's what I'm really interested about.
You know what's so funny? I suck at checking my DMs. Like, I think a lot of people can tell you that I'm actually really bad at
some intern getting paid minimum wage just went, what?
They're like, she didn't even see it. Like,
I sent custom emojis.
They sent custom emojis. Yeah, I suck at checking DMs. Like, I'm the worst with it. Like, I see the number there, and I'm just like, wow, I should really go in that and try to like limit those down. And I'm just like, oh man, I don't know. I suck at DMs, but that's crazy. If it did, I hope they found my email, but not the slimy one.
Not the slimy ones. I had a stream where I was like talking about like, do you think this Discord could start like their own company? And I was like, I mean, we have like 50 engineers, 40 lawyers, like an accountant. We can probably do a lot. And
Alicia
Montana can single-handedly sue us.
Yeah.
I'm not liable for anything I say. But right now, you have so many people to reach out to when it comes to like making moves, making even career choices, because music right now for you, do you even think of it as a career, or do you still go, I'm trying something out?
I think with music, I'm looking at it as like the craziest like hobby I want to put so much time into because it de-stressed me. Like when I'm stressed, I'm like, let me just do a song today. Hey. Or when I'm overthinking and it's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. or like 2 a.m., I'm like, well, might as well make a song. I think right now I'm just like trying to enjoy having fun and like seeing where I can go and how far I can go. And like seeing the different genres, or I don't know, I just want to hear myself on things in a fun way. Career-wise, I'm like, I can't even fan them. Like, I can't even like process that, you know. I don't know, like, I don't know. I feel like, am I that dope? I don't know if I'm that dope, but that's freaking lit though. Yeah, I think I need to be on a mindset where I'm like, ooh, I'm super lit. And I'm just super like low key.
I think what you're looking for is self-confidence versus being braggadocious. That's sort of the thing right now, is like and that's from a person who's like, I've been a vocalist for like 7 months now or something like that. From the perspective of that, you can either fuck up really bad and go, dude, I deserve this, or I deserve this, or you can go like, every time someone even wants me on a track, I go like, thank you so much for even considering me or thinking about my sound. You have to be really grateful when people even think about you because people, when they think, again, music for a lot of people is really personal, it's really intimate. When people are going, I would love to have a Marv feature. They're not going, I need Marv clout. They go, Marv can improve my vision or it can improve my art right now. And that's where you have to be really respectful about stuff. But where you should go confidence is also go like, I'm at a place where someone can look at their art and go, you know what I need? Marv. That's sort of where you have to be like.
Crazy. When people like even ask in the Discord, like, yo, you want to hop on a beat? I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I was like, I don't know. I feel like every time I'm asked, I'm really, really shook. If that makes sense. I'm
keep
just
that
like,
feeling. Please keep that feeling for as long as you can. For as long as you can.
Heck yeah. I'm laughing each song.
Keep the giggle. If I don't hear a Marv song without the giggle, there's something wrong.
There's something wrong. I didn't cringe enough.
The way you cringe. But that's perfect. But keep that feeling because I can definitely see. First of all, I'm gonna just affirm a lot of things for you. You're dope. The shit you make is dope. The choices you make are dope. Don't think otherwise because right now I would love for you to be the most confident person in the world because the shit you make literally benefits a lot of people. Because a lot of people go like, oh, my music, blah, blah, blah. But you have to think like your music at the end is going to improve someone's day.
Whoa,
it's going to improve someone's life. It's going to improve someone's situation. Your music is going to be the soundtrack to someone's life at some point. And for that, you need to go, I'm good. I'm solid.
So crazy. I never thought of something like that. Like, I know when I would be stressed out and I would listen to like, I don't even know, Drake, and I would get in my feels, or I would listen to like different artists and I'm like, this is a song I want to listen to when I'm sad or something like that. And it's like, I feel like you do have a point. Like music is able to help people's mood in a sense. And if that's how people are thinking, oh my God, I hope people can definitely connect to the music on an emotional level. That's bananas. I didn't even think about that. That's bananas.
That's what you have to go look at it like that, because first you have to look at it like the music I'm making, that's an expression of myself. And again, I talked to Zoo about this and we had the conversation of like music is in a way therapy because it's going, I have a feeling, I have a vibe, I'm expressing it, I'm getting it out. But also you have to go, what I'm getting out, someone is getting in. And like when they're getting that into their mindset or their daily life, you have to go like, in the end, what I'm doing is improving someone's life. And that should always be a driver for your creation. It should always be like someone is going, dude, 5 a.m. that Marv track came onto my playlist. I was down bad. You need to think like that. You need to think like that because that's what's gonna happen. It's literally, I mean, what you did with Day One right there. Like again, I made a song. We made a song. Wulong, Young Team, Ian. We made a song, and that song is now something people want because it makes them happy, and it's because it's something that boosts their like feelings and emotions. We're in a really specific place. Felix talked about it. We're in a place where we can improve someone's day and someone's life through the art and through the work we make. And we need to look at that as, first of all, grateful. We can be in a position of changing someone's life in a positive way, and also go, now I'm in a position where I can express what I want. Artistic expression doesn't come easily to a lot of people. It really doesn't. So when we're in that position of, today is a day where I can go, hey, do you know what happened last year? 3 minutes and 50 seconds, here you go.
Let's go.
We're in that position. And you need to look at it like that because a lot of people start thinking of numbers, start thinking of, oh, I need to do X, Y, Z to make these moves. But in the end, you need to go, am I fulfilling myself? Am I helping others?
Truth. That's truth.
And that's the most important thing about doing music. It's, am I helping someone right now? I know a person personally who told me in a voice chat call that one of my songs helped them through a panic attack.
What?
When you hear stuff like that, you go, what I'm doing is beneficiary to more people than I thought. When you see comments, you go, here are actual people, not numbers, not plays. You can have a song with 50 million plays, but does that feel different from 500 comments?
crazy. Why? So you need to be a motivational speaker. What the freak?
I'm
What the
saying
freak?
this.
You got bars for days.
I'm saying this to you because in the end, as much as this is an interview, I always like I look at people in the Discord and go like, please don't not fuck up because you'll never fuck up. But I'm saying please keep the right mindset.
Oh, all the time.
The
All the time.
importance of your mindset is so valuable right now. Because
Heck
again, you can bring value, you can be someone to somebody. I just stole a little tech bar. I hate my life. This is
totally fine. It's totally fine. No, whenever I think of my music, I'm always, I guess I'm writing from like my perspective,
Mhm,
but I like how you brought up how it links to other people's perspective, which
mhm,
I think that's crazy. I think
mhm.
that's wild.
And that
So
always
I
helps
I
you.
hope that is, yeah.
That always helps you, and that always helps you. Like if you're in a writer's block, like a lot of artists, they go, "Here's what I wanted the person to feel." Like if you start writing from
Mhm.
that perspective, you'll make something amazing.
Yeah,
But if we can
for
go
sure.
back, if we can pivot, because I love what we just talked about, but if we can pivot, because Days Over for you, that was a super dope experience.
Oh yeah.
That was a super dope experience. 3 weeks of literally going like, this is basically a studio session every day.
Yeah.
Talk about that for a minute because I always, for every SVS team, I had Capo on. He talked about it.
Mhm.
What was day one for y'all?
Day one, we were put in a server. It was actually kind of confusing, remember? Because like
Mm,
we were supposed to either be on Kenny's server, or we all had like a personal server made for us.
yeah.
So we were in our personal server, and everyone was kind of just like posting their beats and whatnot. We were making like channels and stuff. And before you know it, I was like, yo, everybody needs to hop in VC, because it feels weird when you don't hear the voice of the people that you're talking to
Mm,
or texting. I don't know. So we all hopped in VC. We got acquainted. Beethoven, oh my God, this guy is crazy. Start streaming his computer, start just making a ton of beats, and like was like shuffling through like samples that he created. It was just like, and then I was like, yo, stop, play that one. And it was cool because
mm,
it was like, it gave you a chance to hear a variation.
mm,
But that's where we kind of started out. And then I know, like I said before, like groups tossed a beat, and I was like, this is crazy. I have something for it. And then instantly I turned around, recorded it, and then he tagged me in it actually. And then I recorded something with it, and I was like, okay, I guess this is something I would say.
mhm,
And then it went like that. And I guess studio wise, to kind of figure out where people were going with what songs they were interested in or what they wanted to hop on, someone will post a beat. And I know when someone will post a beat, instantly I was like, okay, let me see what I can do with it. Sometimes it was crap, sometimes it was good. Hopped on it, sent it back, saw what people were thinking. And then other people would also, like, when they heard a song they like, they would jump on it, send kind of like a little mock-up.
mhm,
And then people were like, oh, if they're interested in featuring on it, they're like, oh, maybe I can feature on that. So I know when DVR posted that With You song, he had his verse. And then slowly you just start hearing everyone submitting their verse. So I think Ouya sent his next. I don't know. It was either Ouya or me. He sent his next. And then me, I sent a version too. And then Zoo sent a version. And then all of a sudden we all just compiled together. I didn't even know how that song was going to sound until like the day of a day before the server thing was over. But
mhm.
I think we all were working in like, hey, we post something. If you screw with it, make a DM group, start collaborating, trying to get those done, try to wrap those up, show concepts for it. I
Mhm.
don't know. I felt like it was pretty organized. It was a vibe. I like organization. Let's go.
Yeah, team two, we literally kept throwing out like, yeah, we have school project energy right now. But that was serious, and that's what I love is like every SPS is literally like you're getting the optimal experience of collaboration.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
for a lot of people, it's like, hey, I want to hop on this beat a couple of weeks later and stuff like that. But for SPS, it was literally like, we have a deadline. Keep it moving, keep it moving.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
It's so much like adrenaline rush. It was like an adrenaline rush. Just
oh, for
like,
sure.
yeah, and just hearing your voice like mixed in and come together, it's
Hmm.
even crazier. It's even crazier.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, I think a good example was like, I know Stress Free, when it was like it was so, if you heard the first version of it, you wouldn't even believe it was like the second version. It's
Oh.
just so like, yeah, it sounds so different.
Hmm.
And it was kind of like all my like harmonies underneath were, I don't know, it was just very like poppy. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
Turned into this crazy like fleshed out. jazzy, like doom 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 doom. Like it's just that it's hard, man.
Mhm.
I love that. I love them so much. Shout out Days Over.
Shout out Days Over. Shout out.
Shout out Mint too.
Hey.
People need to remember Mint. Everyone keeps saying Zoo, Marv, Ouya, and all of us. They need to also remember Mint too. Mint's crazy with it.
For sure,
DVR,
for
everyone's
sure.
crazy with it. Yeah.
Sure. And Days Over right now because it's one of the first like collectives from the Discord that I'm really hype about. What's been the experience for y'all right now? Because you got some eyes on you, you got some attention. Are y'all going like Days Over album 2 is gonna fuck up the world, or is the energy like, okay, we need to finish this right now?
I think for us, it's finish this right now. Like we always get so excited, and I know all the time whenever we're excited, one of us always goes like, you guys, it's okay. Let's wrap this and we got it. And also, I think for like, I don't know, we didn't talk about this, but I feel like the songs that got cut would probably just be EP2 if I'm being completely honest.
Nice.
I don't know. I feel that way.
No, that's the energy. That's the energy.
So maybe we can make those flow in a cool way because there was some dope songs that got cut.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And the energy right now, because first of all, y'all got the Kenny shout out and probably all the love from the Discord. Alex Tomei's mixing y'all stuff. You're getting on STEM. Again, that's what I've been telling everyone. I'm going like, we don't have any expectations for y'all. We wanted Days Over EP, album, single, song, tracklist, playlist, something like that. There's no pressure.
There's no pressure. You guys are so loyal. There's no pressure. Go for it. Shoot to the moon.
It's literally that. It's literally that because we're all going like, it's like the first time we've seen like, not the first time because every time someone drops something in the server, we all go on it and we all hop on it and we go like, oh my God, this person exists and they made something. For y'all, we're literally going like, let's go. Is that under the breath of like that? It's like that's happening when you're tapping your leg under the table and you go like,
it's happening.
It's happening. Because every single interview, it's literally been like Genius article has always been brought up, but like y'all are the first Genius article header when they talk about the Discord. It's gonna be like the Kenny Beats Discord where notable artists such as Days Over and stuff like that.
Yo, if Genius does do that, I hope they
please Genius don't.
Everyone gets a chance to like hop up on that or fly away. So Mint, I can just be like, fly away.
Again, you said that Days Over helped you a lot by getting confidence, but were there also like, who did you go to, especially for vocals? Did you go to anyone specific when it came to like, hey, I'm not sure about this or that?
I actually didn't. I just did what I would do.
Yes.
I just did what I would do. I feel like I know a lot of people do this. Like they'll go in. I love critiques. First of all, I love when people critique stuff. I'm the first person to be like, yo, tell me what you think. Be upfront, be blunt. Because I'm a very blunt person.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hear like, be blunt, when I hear a critique, I'm like all here for it. But then also a lot of people, they'll be like, how can I make it this way? How can I do it this way? Art is art regardless. And like the way you go, especially vocally, there's some notes you can hit a little bit like better, but like, how can I tell you to go for a certain style when, we come from such different backgrounds. I don't know who I'm indicating, but like me versus someone else comes from such a different background. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's that they felt that influenced them while they were growing up and me to be like, hey, that. So I feel like vocally I approach it the same way how I do like my artwork. It's either I'm just gonna sing it the way I sing it. Maybe I'll try different ways of doing it. If it doesn't work, cut the song because I don't want to mess up the song. Just cut me from the song. Like I would prefer you make a good song than me be on the song just to be on the song. So hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
For sure.
Heck yeah. If my style doesn't link up, it just doesn't link up.
Right now, is there like when you look at if you would go back to like let's say start March versus now, is there like outlook on? Would you go like next year? Next year for me is no longer, hey, I'm gonna maybe do an album artwork. Next year for me is like someone needs to do my album artwork.
Oh, never. I think art wise, I think that's the cool thing about doing art is like I just want to do, I don't know, I just want to like touch it in some way. At first, I was like, I have art friends. I guess I don't know how my friends view the title of an EP, like an EP or a song, and see how they would go in it. But I don't know. Like I guess in March, I don't know, March when I joined, I was like, oh man, just want to do art, just want to do art. I already video edit. So I think for 2021, I was just like, oh man, maybe just like work at a crazy studio making like twisted animations or something wild out there. But now I guess I don't really know what I'm thinking now. I'm kind of in limbo.
Mhm.
I'm like in between.
Can we take that limbo and say, talk about the VMAs for like a hot minute?
For sure.
Oh my God.
For sure. That was all. I don't even know how that happened. Like 2 years ago, someone ended up asking what was my mindset when I wrote that tweet. And honestly, I just like enjoyed watching the VMAs.
Mhm.
I would never think I would go for music. I thought I was gonna go for like, I don't know, maybe if I shot like a cool music video or like helped with a like video edit a music video, did something crazy out the ordinary like that.
sure.
Never thought it would be like for a song getting leaked or something like that. I don't know. So I think that was wild about it.
Okay, honest,
yeah.
really honest question. What was it like to be in a Zoom call with DJ Khaled?
I think unexpected and wild. We just quiet the whole time. Everyone's shooketh, just listening. just shooketh, just listening. And just like, okay, this is what it is. Bet. It's like it's such excitement, but you're just like chilling. Like you don't want to be like, oh my God. You just want to be like, yo.
What did you what I need to know the run up because it just feels too weird to be like everyone hop into Zoom. You might get to see someone.
It was I think it was like really, I don't even know. It was just like, hey, we have a Zoom call. Everyone needs to be on the same time zone. Everyone kind of needs to be on a time that works for them. It was like, okay, bet. And then the Zoom call happened. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't even remember that day. It's one of those days I don't even remember. When it happened, I was just like, bet. Like after I hung up, I was like, what? I just remember being so confused. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that was really exciting. I feel like I'm suck at answering questions, why, so I'm so sorry.
Listen, I'm gonna just be real honest, and that's first of all why I do these interviews. No one's it's what I texted you. It was like, you've lived a life, you're the person you are. Nothing you say is boring. Don't worry.
Okay.
Nothing you say is boring me. But yeah, right now, because we're nearing the end. And there's only a couple of questions that I have left. And it's like, right now, as a musician right now, where do you see yourself in maybe even just a couple of months?
Whoa. I think me and Days Over are just gonna we're just gonna pop off. I don't know. I feel like the songs are gonna be pretty wild, and I think it's just gonna I hope for what I feel, I just hope people gravitate towards it and just vibe with it so heavy. But I don't even know. I don't know what to say. Like, how is it gonna be?
You can also just shamelessly self-promote and say, I have all these collaborations in the work.
I do have collaborations in the work. I do. I feel like the main collaboration that I'm like working on mainly is just my own album, and it has like pretty dope features on there, like pretty lit features. So I think that's pretty dope. But yeah, no, I'm really excited for Days Over. I feel like in a couple of months, Days Over is gonna be the coolest thing ever.
No, but right now, for a last question I always ask, because usually I do batter's box with producers and I give them like 4 seconds to respond to like dumb questions. But right now,
let's go.
You get a call tomorrow and it's like, hey, this artist wants you on a feature. Who is the dream artist?
Let's get SZA.
Let's get SZA?
Yeah, SZA.
Here, you heard it here, sweaty interns. Marv wants to be signed to TDE, so leave her alone.
Or Dreamville. Hit me up, Dreamville. Hey, if Dreamville is up in this Discord, hang out here.
Marv X Ari. Let's go.
Yes, Ari Lennox, so sweet. I'm down. SZA, I'm down.
Yeah. Hey. Ending credits, ending notes. You can shout out, you can say whatever you want.
Shout out Wook Long Clan, shout out Days Over every single day. Shout out Kenny, shout out Team 2, because Team 2 bringing the heat. Y'all just don't know. Got heat coming from Team 2. Wait, also, YSO, when are y'all coming up with a group name?
Nah, we're Team 2 forever.
You Team 2 forever?
We're Team 2.
I screw with that. But shout out Team 2 every freaking day. Y'all are freaking a blessing. I want to collab with you guys more. That's what I want to say. Make sure that's out there.
Days Over X Team 2. Here you go.
Yo, That's what I want. If Days Over and Team 2 could just do a mashup, when can that happen? Because I can see me and you on a song. And Della, oh my God, Della, someone bless Della. Bobby, someone bless Bobby. Like, you guys are wild. I
Let's
don't know.
go.
So I definitely want to collaborate with you guys 100%.
For sure. For sure.
Did I over exceed my limit?
Nah. You have as long as I can record. So you go off.
Oh, LOL. Yeah, I think that's it. Shout out the Discord for being so loyal though, for real. Like the freaking community is the best. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. So you guys are the bomb.com. Shout out Kenny for even making this platform.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, you guys are the best. Love you, love you, love you.
Last thing that everyone who gets an interview gets to choose for the radio show where this interview is going to go. What song do you want to be played after we stop talking
You know what song
from the
I want.
Discord?
I think you know what song I want. Be my day one. You already know. Play that one song. Run it up. Everyone run that song up so we can run it up when it releases. I'm probably gonna play that song back to back to back to back to back every day when it drops. So run it now. Run it now. Run it now.
1-1 featuring Ian, produced by Wulong and Young Team, coming right up. Marv, this was amazing. Thank you so much for doing
Thank
this.
you.
I'm guaranteeing you right now, this isn't going to be your last interview, not just with me, but just in general. Get ready. This was your media training 101. I hope you did well.
Be my 1-1, be my 1-1, now my +1. Be my 1-1-1-1, oh 1-1. Be my 1-1, like my day one. Be my 1-1-1-1, oh.